Going live. Real life.
Hello.
Hi guys,
Hi all.
Hello.
what's up? What's happening?
Okay. Nothing much. We are live. Finally, we are live.
We are.
So, after all the hard work for the last 1 month, we are finally live, folks. And it's so good to see you guys. And before we start off, I just wanted to give a quick introduction. As you can see my name on the screen, my name is Sabya, code name AT, and I am part of Shift Chronicles, the crew. And finally, we assembled today on the auspicious day of Guru Nanak Jayanti. So happy Guru Purab to everybody, and good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to anybody who's looking forward to us from across the globe. If you're in from Mars, drop a message. Over to my friends.
All right, so let's start. So, what do we have today on our chart? Uh, well, we all are car enthusiastic. A lot of fun in terms of off-road, in terms of diecast, and here we are to showcase some of our diecast cars today, as well as we will speak more on our further uh, podcast. You can say where we'll talk more on the cars inside and outside, whatever we have all the details for you, we will discuss on that. Passing on to code name White Knight to discuss more further.
Hi guys. So yeah, what do we have today? We have a few cars which we picked up from the new box which came out, and a few which are old. So I happen to pick up this combo pack up, which has a couple of 2026 cars and 2025 cars, I believe. The bike is quite old. It has been around for a while now. The Roger Dodger seems to be a new one, but the one I'm interested in was the Ford RS 200. That too in Martin livery. Though it doesn't say Martin on it. Oh, it does say Gulf on it. So that's there. We'll have a closer look later. But yes, this is gonna be my hall talk for today. Pastor, what do you have for yourself?
Oh, well, for me, let's see what we have in our kitty. Let's go here. And there it goes, guys. I have the Hot Wheels 1952 Dodge Power Wagon. It's a 2023 holiday car session. Then we have Impala, which is 1964. The last one I have is 1975 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Let's open up first, and then I'll pass it on to Sabya. The first one which I will open is the 1952 Dodge Power Wagon. Let's open this. All right, there it goes. The beauty is here. There it goes. Let's open it up, and there it is.
Is that metallic paint?
It is a metallic one. It's a true RLC exclusive. The fantastic feature of this car, or you can say about this truck, is it can convert, it can change. Look, if you can see this, yeah, see this one. So back in days when they used to carry their luggage on this, the load, the truck used to be straight, but and then this used to twist. If you guys can see it, let me know.
It
So
is.
that's
I
the
like, and the tires, if I'm not wrong, are all rubber, right?
yes, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Now let's move on to the 1970. Sorry, my bad. 1964 Chevrolet.
Before we do that, Baski, just in case if you ever think about choosing a different occupation, you can be a hand model. Just putting it out there.
Yes. So Impala. Well, this is one of the beauty car. All right, let's open this, and the best feature of this car, again, it's a metallic one, guys. All right.
Yeah.
Now, let me show you the best feature, the tires. All right. So this goes in this way, and it's a real beauty car. You will rarely see Hot Wheels coming up in this classic feature. And those days, the car was spectacular in the same way.
So, in case any of us, which is essentially all three of us, and anybody who's born in the 80s and 90s and know who
Yep.
uh, Eddie Guerrero was, one of the most famous WWE wrestlers. He used to
Yep.
come in a car like this. We used to hear this
Yes.
song called Latino Heat, and that's an image that I think all of us kind of carry forward throughout. And that's how I remember, these kind of cars, the old Latino Express, the air pump.
Yep.
I mean, I've never seen people jump like how he used to jump his car. So
Yep.
crazy stuff and good looking stuff, Baski. That's crazy stuff. Yeah, thank you for bringing it
Yep.
on the channel today. What
Yep.
else do we have?
And just to add to your line as well, in the old Bollywood movies, you would see more of Impala in over there. So that's the importance of this car, not only in foreign but in India as well. If it's a real great car. Now, let's move on to the 1975 Monte Carlo edition. Another beauty, lowrider, metallic one. And if you see that, the beauty is here.
This one looks insane, Bhaskar.
Yes, absolutely. And on the beach, if we take a video or a photo of this is real crazy. So the best part again, if you see both of this car, you will see these can go in this way. You can keep it like this as a showpiece.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
This, I believe, is a pretty recent feature from Hot Wheels. It never used to come before
No,
when we were
no,
kids.
no.
Yeah. They just keep finding new ways of taking our money.
Well, I won't say that they are taking our money, but then we are investing our money over here for sure.
Yeah, they make you want to invest. That's
Yeah,
fun.
and these
It's
are the three
good. It's
beauties
good
that.
money spent.
Yep, and these are the three beauties that we have today. Over to you, Sabya.
Okay. Thank you. All right. I don't have the power of switching my camera around like Bhaskar does, so I'm going to be live on the front camera. Now, I predominantly am a 90s kid, and what I've grown up in and around are the Fast and Furious movies, right? So I had a few of those Fast and Furious movies. I've not unboxed them, but I'm happy to share what I have with me. One of the most iconic vehicles from Fast and Furious 1 that Brian drives, which is the Mitsubishi Eclipse. If it's visible, okay, that should be visible now,
Yeah.
right? So this is from premium series, 1 out of 5, which I bought back in 2020, if I'm not wrong. Back when probably the Hot Wheels demon or the Hot Wheels fever wasn't on as much as we see today. Otherwise, people would be going crazy. And I spent a pretty penny again, around this. This was I guess this was imported case, as we call it in India, right? Although everything is imported, but whenever you see a tagline that says everything in Japanese and you can't make shit out of it, that's what it means, right? Moving on. Thanks to Bhaskar, I did receive a 72 Mercedes Benz 280, right? So this one,
Yeah.
just like all the good color of money, is green, and the tires are rubber. It's a pretty deal, and I just cannot bring myself to open it. Honestly, I think I'll take it to my grave whenever I do. Now, there's one funny story. It's a
Mhm.
little off, and I'll move back to Fast and Furious in a second, right? This is one that our friend Mr. Code White Knight hates to the core, right? Which is uh, the Burago. Ferrari F50,
Ooh, yeah, that's
right?
damn sexy.
And as you can see, I have taken it out of the box. So here's the little red devil, as we like to call it, right? And thanks to the power of AI technology, now it's visible. So here are the details. This also does not have rubber wheels though, although it's a premium series. It's a licensed model. You can see all the corners and the color itself, the cherry red color that it has always popped. And I think, regardless of which genre you've kind of been born on, if you talk Ferrari, you know it's red, right? And you know it's fast. So it's a pretty deal. But again, I can look at White Knight's face. It's not too shabby around it. He doesn't like some of the details around it, but I think they did a good job. Moving on from Fast and Furious 1, the Chevrolet Chevelle, 1970s Chevelle.
Oh,
Now this
That's
one
a
does
sweet
have
one.
rubber tires. I knew you like it. I knew you like it. Obviously, you have to like it, right? We
Muscle
know the
cars are
potential.
my favorite.
Yeah,
Of course.
that's how you do it, right? So this is from the metal series. This is also I picked it up some years back. I think about 4 5 years back. Yeah, it's around 2019 that I got it. One of the prettiest pieces that I own, and probably, if I get around a place that I start displaying my Hot Wheels collection like Pascal does, I'm gonna put it outside. But for now, I keep it in. Now, last and not the least, I've got a two pack. This one, right? Now, because of my lack of too much car knowledge, one's an AMC Javelin and one's a Rebel Machine, which is a custom car. Now, if you guys can see the color scheme, right? They're all matte. None of it is metallic paint, which kind of switches out to you. So, as per my style, what I like are muted colors in cars, not too shabby, not too jazzy around it, and that's what I start looking for. This one too, I think. No, this one I bought pretty recently from one of the Indian stores, and let me tell you, majority of the Indian stores have started keeping these kind of premium stuff now, and we've been lucky. While we were growing up, we used to find those. We had this $50. When I say $50, $50 INR, we used to find these Hot Wheels back in the day, and those were heaven and hell for us. But I think 2024, 2025 is since the whole madness of Hot Wheels collecting kind of crept up. And the kind of stuff that we are getting today, I think people are okay to spend the kind of money to buy a car on Hot Wheels. I think we lost Pasky for some second. But uh,
Yeah.
this was nice. I mean, this brings back so many memories, right from the time that you were, or all of us were kids, and what we used to do, what we used to watch out for. And I
Yeah.
think I have been hooked. I have been hooked thanks to my friends here. I've been hooked back on collecting Hot Wheels, and we will continue our journey going further. Over to you guys.
Talking about the 90s, you said about the 90s. I'll talk about the 80s. When I was a kid, uh, the first Hot Wheels, you won't believe, came free. It came free with a pack of Maggie, and not the 4 pack. It was the 8 pack. And I clearly remember my mom being angry at me. Why do we need this 8 pack? We can always have 2 4 packs. But I really wanted the 8 pack because I was getting a Ford Model A hot rod something something. I really don't know where it is right now. The engine which used to pop out, I broke it in like 4 days because I wanted to see if it opens or doesn't open. And that was my first exposure to the Hot Wheels. And in life, as we went along, the passion died a bit. But now that we are amongst fellow minded enthusiasts, the flame is reignited thanks to Mr. Pasky. And even though I stopped collecting a while back, Pasky has been coming up with one car each on any random Saturday. Le bhai tere liye. And that's how we sort of got back into it. And one thing led to another, and here we are with all our uh, so to say precious investments while uh, The money which goes into the fixed deposits never gets there. It's all in Hot Wheels right now. So yeah, lovely connecting to everyone here.
Okay. All right. Now that was the diecast bit, guys. But we are not just here to talk about diecast. We are serious car guys. When I say we love cars, we love all forms of cars. So we have genres of cars that have come well before our time, right? We enjoy those. We enjoy the modern cars and what it brings onto the table. But the most important part is the journey that we have with the car, right? And all of us on screen, we are hardcore off-roaders, as people like to call it. And we've got spines made out of titanium, not literally, but yeah, which is on a spring, right? So what I wanted to kind of talk about, and gradually when we move on from today's life to additional lives that we start doing, and we're planning to do this probably once or twice a week. We're going to talk about individual cars, a series, a journey that we've had personally, right? Could be to any part of the country or outside. Some of us have been abroad and driven cars over there. If you see a difference in probably the kind of style or the cars that we see there, and essentially we'll talk about our love for off-roading, right? Uh, and let me tell you, I've been born around off-roading vehicles from the time that I've seen probably, or as my father likes to call it, piss in your diaper. So uh, I think I kind of got back home also in one of the off-roading vehicles, if I'm not wrong. But these are the guys who've kind of put me through the journey and kind of thrown me that okay, this is a different level of shit that your body can take, right? Otherwise, we know the Jongas, we know the Titans, we know the army buses, XYZ things. We've been around that, but pushing your car to the limit, regardless of the weather, putting yourself in a situation and getting out of it is something that these guys have kind of taught me. uh, we're going to talk about that in our additional episodes in the coming days. But to Baski, probably first. Baski, any of memorable? I know you've got a few. You've got a few spots also in and around, where we are. But any memorable moment that you have while you were off-roading?
While offroading, the most memorable for me would be a drive to Tikona Fort in monsoon. Um the drive was supposed to start around 7, but we started at 9, and it was supposed to be get end by 12, but we ended by 8 p.m. The reason being we got stuck at a location around 12, and we were around 13 cars, 13 Jimneys, where we got stuck because of the water stream. And to pass it on from there, it took almost 4.5 hours for everyone to go through that particular point. That moment, we all were drenched, we were hungry, but the main intention was to keep our car safe, and as well as the passengers in the car. That was a motive. We did that. I still remember, there were villagers who said the car can't do this, and we showed them Jimny can do it. That was the greatest achievement I think we have done in terms of off-roading over there. That cannot be, that is always there in my memory, and it will be always there. Yes.
Just
I
something
remember.
to
I
add to what
remember that
you.
evening. It
I'm
became
sure.
an evening at the end of the day. But yeah, I remember that day. Started off very nice, lovely, everything green, everything beautiful. Guys running around trying to help us navigate small obstacles, and then we reached when we reached this big obstacle of a waterfall.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, the villagers were standing there. They came, they stopped their work on their fields, and they came and started looking at the cars, and they were exactly how Bhaskar said it. ये तो नहीं हो पाएगा. And then slowly, at the speed of 0.01 kmph, we crawled over each rock, making sure nothing hits, making sure all the 13 cars come out safe. And what a day! What a day! Amazing.
Before we move on, I just wanted to add. So cars are medium, and that's what I believe. Cars are medium. It's the solution or the grid that you have inside you. So while the villages that you guys talk about probably never thought of putting in that much effort to get out of it, and
Of course.
this hands out to you guys. You know, all as kids we know about the slow and steady wins the race. The story around it, right? So a little bit of effort, a little bit of logic, a little bit of yes, I want to get the hell out of this shit, regardless of what the world says. Is gets you going. But because trust me, guys, I've been in and around with you guys, and what I feel and what I understand. And let me just kind of switch the cameras around.
Yeah.
And what I feel is, and I've seen other guys with the same cars that you guys drive, right?
Yeah.
Um, I can professionally say or personally say I've got pretty big nuts, but I don't have the nuts to do exactly what you guys do on a daily basis. You just go and do that shit every Saturday and a Sunday, which I think for people who know White Knight, it's his deal. He's the bluff master, and that's why he's got the hat on, right? He's the Neil Caffrey of the group. He likes to defy death on the weekend. It's like how we like to call it. Uh, but
I would like to talk about my favorite trail.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But
Because I thought all of them are your favorite. So
yeah.
Yeah,
No.
all of them are my favorite, but the most favorite of all is the one where Mr. Bhaskar got Mrs. Bhaskar along for the first ever trail. She thought it would be a nice, easy drive with waterfalls and hills and everything. And I think we were five of us, 4, 5 cars, and I promptly went and got stuck in one of the obstacles because I really didn't walk the trail, what we are supposed to do as a fundamental group,
Yeah.
and I got stuck. And those were the days when we didn't have any recovery equipment. All the 6, 7 guys in those 5 cars held, went around looking in the area for logs and ropes and sticks and God knows what. And we tried to dig our way through using logs of wood. There's probably a video of me and Bhaskar digging it up uh, on one wheel. But the issue was that the more we dug, the more water started pouring in because it was sort of to stay like a water source, a stream source. And the more you dig, the more water comes. So the more slushy it became. And by the end of an hour, we were probably knee deep in mud, and Mrs. Bhaskar was damn pissed that the day didn't go as planned. And again, we had planned to get out of the trail by 10 a.m. And by the time we figured out that we cannot do it ourselves, we called for help. We waited for the person to arrive. We figured out some ropes, which none of us had, but we managed to fetch some from a nearby construction site. And we were finally able to pull the car out and go back the same way we came uh, and not complete the trail. But that was, I believe, the first and the last time Mrs. Bhaskar had come, and she never foot on a trail. She never set foot on a trail ever again. But yeah, that was, I think, one of the most memorable trails from the early days when we used to go out unprepared, unready, but yeah, full of confidence and like full of spelling mistakes. But yeah, lovely. Sabya, what out of your experience was the most memorable trail you had with us?
okay, so all this started, late last year, 2024. If I'm not wrong, in and around 15th of August, 2024. Roads and the journey kept aside. It's the stories that I've heard from you guys. So every time that we crossed a ditch, this is Basker Point, this is White Knight's Point, this is XYZ Point, and I'm guessing now even I have a point because I slipped an FL. So
Your bum impression is still there, bro.
and you don't have a 4x4.
Right. So things. See, what happens is on this journey.
Yeah.
You know, what I've always enjoyed is the kind of company, right? And as you guys said, as Karan also said, the kind of the experience that you have, and when you have your family
Right.
around. So I was going to add, it looks like Mrs. Baski feels that one daredevil outside the home is good enough, while the other stays at home, right? Or takes care of other ordeals at home and other dangers that are there. I'm sure Baski, unlike the most of us, he enjoys his own, butter parothas on a Saturday and a Sunday morning, which we love, we enjoy, honestly speaking, and we look forward to every time. But yeah, stories kept aside, what I've enjoyed is the first time that we got stuck in a ditch. Um, I think it was Makai Mata the first time, and
Yeah.
it was quite something, right? So it was me, it was Karan, and then the whole process, and then you see the brotherhood around it, right? The whole hobby part of it, right? And I've seen it multiple times. The hours go by when you are stuck in some certain kind of ditch like that. The hours go by, and then you exactly see who in and around you really appreciates and is sort of the brotherhood, because they'll stick around to see that yes, so and so chap gets out of it. It's not just a hobby for us. So I think Mukai Mata has been there. One of the funnier ones I remember is there's a uphill road to a temple, and there's a board that suggests that be careful of leopards, XYZ. And unfortunately, one of the younger guys, younger than me as well, was on the train, and he was taking a leak just below that, and I had to shout that there are leopards. And the way that he ran from there, I think the rain started on the other side. So funny incidents. I've had beer with you guys on top of mountain crunches. I don't think I can ever forget that, while looking down on the world, while the rest of in and around the location there is no rain, we are sitting in water. Probably I've got more memories about it than you guys, honestly speaking, right? And yeah, the baboons. It's always nice to see your forefathers. So the baboons, the monkeys, and yeah,
I
I
think I
mean,
remember that trail where you took pictures of those baboons, and one of them was in a very philosophical pose, and you went up the hill just to capture him in his element. That
yeah,
was a lovely trail.
yeah. So on a funny note, and I'm sorry, grandfather, I've never seen you. He passed well before I was born, but I believe that would have been the experience that he would have given me. If I would have come and said hi in his peaceful time, you're like bugger off. So no, but I think I look forward to it every time that we plan for it. There's always something new that happens. There's always something new that happens, and if it doesn't happen on the trail, we ensure that we do something that it brings a memory. So I don't want to get into the details of that. There's a lot of stuff that we do, but good stuff, enjoyable stuff. We always follow protocol. We always follow safety features. And on the same point, all of us, we were talking and we were part of a show last week. Is about how you travel in a convoy, right? It's all good and nice to have the most capable car in the world, right? The most capable engine in the world, but you will still fall in a ditch, and then, God forbid, nothing will get you out. So, the first important point, or rather, I'll move it on to if White Knight is still with us. I wanted White Knight to explain how the whole feature of off-roading works, right? And what are the do's and don'ts while we do off-roading. White Knight, you're there?
Yes, he should be there. But then I just want to say one thing. No matter uh, where we are, one point that I would like to say to everyone: do not disturb the villages, or uh, do not do donuts when, because it's only 2 or 3 months of the time when grass grows, and it's
Yep.
the precious time for the cows. They are it's a livelihood basically for farmers. Do not ruin
True.
it. You're going on a trail. It's their zone. It's not ours. And this is exactly what Codename White Knight said every time, and I respect for that. We should always respect villagers and their, you know, their area.
Especially, yes, when you go to, it's technically their house, it's their veranda.
Mhm.
You're going to visit. They have their livestock. You cannot go and ruin that for them. So,
Absolutely.
at the best, you should be courteous. At the best, you should be humble. Go say hi, acknowledge their existence, offer them food. If and better than that, get them to get food for you. If you're especially if you're going camping, I learned recently that if you are going camping and you find a villager, ask them to make basic stuff for you, like just boil rice for you. You will do the chicken, you will do the veggies and everything, but just because they are making rice for you, it gives them a sense of belonging, and it gives you a sense of security that this villager is going to be your point of contact for the rest of the evening. And
Absolutely.
once they become friends with you, then there's no going back. Then you can chill there, enjoy within limits, of course. There should be no loud music because on the hills, on the flat plains, sound travels faster. And especially at night, when there are leopards around and wildlife around in general, don't want to bother that as well. Go as quiet as possible. Leave only but footprints or tire tracks in our case, and always be courteous to the villagers. Yeah, always carry recovery equipment with you, and never make the mistake of going alone. Because even though your car is capable enough, there might be situations where you feel not confident, and loss of confidence and loss of spatial awareness is what usually causes most of the incidents where people get stuck and then they have to call in for a tractor or a JCB to pull them out, and that's what gives off-roading a bad name. So always be polite, be careful, be aware of your surroundings. If it looks slushy, it probably is. Walk it before you put your car into it, and yeah, be safe. Have a sabya around you so that he can dig up the trail for you if required. If not, then God bless you.
So we still got GCPs around.
JCBs take a while to come. Sabya is instant. You're running on a passenger seat.
Well,
And
Mr.
I, and
Mr. White
I,
Knight,
Sabya,
Mr. White
can you
Knight,
please
no,
take
no,
off?
Mr. White Knight, Mr. White, you are famous over here to get stuck your car.
Yeah, bro, that was when I was not trained, and now since the time you have come with us, it's been a while, and I have finished all 7 levels of learn off road, and to us they say that it's 7 levels of hell because the higher you go, the more difficult the obstacles become. And I remember like how you said the Tikona Fort Trail, where we were supposed to be out by 1 o'clock, and we were there till 8 p.m. There was this. Winching course on the school I go to for learning this off-road stuff. We were supposed to be out by 6 p.m. and we were there till 10 p.m. because yes, all the cars had winches, but then it started raining from about 4 p.m. And what happened is that the ground became slush. The first car would have an advantage in the sense that it still had virgin track to go on. But of course, the grass is wet and is slippery. So the first comer advantage also went off. And basically, all the five, six cars which were there were getting stuck on every obstacle we did. And winching was required, digging was required, boards were required. And I learned it is good to have a torch in your car, without which it would have been really difficult to spot the driver. Spotting is a very essential skill. It comes in handy because not all cars have 360 cameras, and 360 cameras also work to a certain extent because the image projected is sort of a flat image, and you really can't judge how big a rock is there or how deep a ditch is in front of you. So spotter is very essential to the off-roading experience. And if you don't want to damage your car, otherwise it becomes really hard. So yeah, we had to winch all the cars on all the obstacles uh, for a good 4 5 hours. And I've had folks come up to me and say that we were looking to join the army when we were a kid, and this 4 hours 5 hours of intense struggle in the rain made me give up my dreams. Not that they could do it now because they're all well over 40, but then uh, the dreams of joining the army were shattered that day because of the effort required, the pure endurance required to go and do the course, get the cars out, get everybody home safely. And I remember once everyone was out, we went back to the hotels, went and had a good shower, and came down for dinner. And everybody was dead tired. You could see in their eyes one beer, and everybody was like looking for their beds because it was so consuming. The day was so tiring, and yeah, folks who would like to call themselves off-road enthusiasts must uh, do some level of it either comes from experience or it comes from training. It's like having a shop, for example. You can either be in the shop for 20 years and learn the ins and outs of the business, or you can do an MBA and be on your toes the next day. So that's how the course helps us. Uh, do reach out to us if you want to know more about the courses. Uh, yeah, and
I
You know,
think a
yeah,
uh,
let's hope
right
that.
now,
lot of
right now,
knowledge, lot of
yes.
knowledge.
And I,
Go
I
ahead.
need to add a few more points over here. When you're going on trail, you should always carry some protein bar or some food items so that even if you're stuck, you have something to munch on. Water, especially water, please carry.
See,
So,
what
give
I
a few
feel,
things.
and just to add to what Basky is saying, uh, before you go any trail, when we talk about trails, know exactly what your surroundings are about, and always be open to observe what's happening in and around you. Uh,
Yeah,
See, nature in itself is pretty tricky. Uh, as we all have kind of seen in the last 12 months or so that we've been doing this, is the route that was probably the smoothest a month back is a landslide today, and you can't even walk up, right? So one is awareness, right? There's a lot of flora and fauna, is what we call when we say flora and fauna. We talk about wildlife, we talk about snakes, X, Y, Z. And hey, remember, we are in their zone, right? So when you're carrying food, X, Y, Z things, always keep in mind the kind of area in and around that you are in. Do not carry a lot of food that might attract attention, and trust me, it does. I'm speaking from experience as well. But yes, something small that can give you an instant boost of energy. Liquid, definitely. If you can carry something which has, vital nutrients, minerals, ORS, not what White Knight is having. Do not drink and drive, folks. It's not just bad for your health; it's a crime, essentially across the world, right? So, yeah, over to you, Basky.
yeah. Well said. And also adding few more points over here will be is do not litter. Um, Even if you're eating food or having a cup of tea or coffee, carry your garbage bag or keep it in your car. Do not throw it. Do not litter it around. Nature's beauty. Do not ruin it. And we always take care of these small thing as well. When we go on a trail or we are in a convoy, we ensure that everything is perfect. We do not litter. There is a strict rule for us. Nobody will do donuts. Nobody will ruin the nature. And if you're caught with this, we are not supposed to come again for the trail. So follow some instruction. Do not ruin the nature. Enjoy as much as you can. And over to you, White Knight.
White Knight's busy pouring another drink,
Yeah,
it seems. So just to add to what you said,
yeah,
right? And one of the most important points of traveling in a convoy, and this is essentially active for any kind of, whether you're adventure off-roading or in the services as well, is always keep a watch out for the person in front of you and for the person in the front of you to keep a watch out at the back, right, for the safety and whatever is happening in and around you. Because when we are traveling in a convoy, it's important that you keep an eye out, not just for yourself, but the person or the personnel in and around you, right? It could turn into a risky situation, and you should not be caught in a place where either you've traveled too much further ahead, all right, or if you've fallen in a ditch and another person has kind of driven off. Because as we all know, uh, regardless of the modern age and the network conditions that we have in and around the world, the mountains are pretty harsh, right? The
yeah.
network is still shabby. The network is still shabby. So always when you travel in a convoy, it's thumb rule is always be in and around the person who's in front of you and at the back. Keep an eye out for each other. So just in case of any sort of danger or any other exigencies, you are around.
Yes. Next time around, we'll talk about air pressures and modifications.
Absolutely. That was the next topic that we want to cover.
No, I wanted to say, honestly, to everybody's knowledge, we don't do this professionally, guys, right?
Yeah,
We all three of us come for pretty different genres of life, but that's what matters, right? The love of one certain subject kind of brings you together. So what we'll do, in the coming and episodes and all lives that we do in the coming days is we will talk about sections of it. So as I said, essentially we've got White Knight. He's the expert among the group for off-roading and everything cars, right? I think if I have to ask for detailing around how my ankle is looking today, probably the White Knight would give me more information कि आज ऐसा था और कल ऐसे हो गया और उसमें अच्छा नहीं लग रहा, right? Then me himself knowing कि भैया क्या चल रहा है. And yeah, I mean, we're a bunch of good friends. We are here to have a good conversation. We will always appreciate anybody who wants to join. We've got the chat section open. And we will be looking at kind of expanding our group as well. Guest speakers who would like to join us. We'll see how it goes. But so far so good. I think a lot of experience shared. We'll try to structure it much better in the coming days. We'll create certain episodes. So a lot of ideas, 10,000 ideas in your mind, but we thought, let's do it today. Let's do it
Yes.
today. And
absolutely.
from there, as we see in Punjabi, Rab Rakha. So
Yes.
rest will leave it up to the Almighty. So yeah, over to you guys.
Sabya would like to answer the comments. There's one for you.
I saw that. I saw that. I saw that, and I did respond. One of our avid followers and very good friend. Thank you so much. I would like to see more comments. People were there, so thank you.
Lovely. Now that we
Lovely.
have 2 minutes, this is post session. I would like to bring your attention to another Indian made Hot Wheels, which is called Zoom Wheels. And Mr. Zoom Wheels, while I ordered a Volkswagen bus, they have sent me a Porsche which has the card of a Chevelle. So yes, I would like to unbox it sometime in the future. But as you can see, uh, the car has some details. Yes. Can it get better? Yes. Is it better than the Burago? Probably not. They're probably the same level. But yeah, this costs $99. And folks who are getting to collect Hot Wheels in the name of their kids can probably start here, because as we know, the kids like to crash cars, and the very first memory that I have of Hot Wheels is dang, 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 and yeah, so you can start there. Because the other details are quite good. There is some louvers at the back. I don't know if you guys can see it because of the light. There are some louvers where the engine is supposed to be. The headlights are black, where what we can actually paint if we take it out of the box. But yes, I do believe that Make in India is going strong, and within the next couple of years, these guys should be, making good cars. And yeah, then we can proudly say that I bought my Hot Wheels made in India. So yeah,
No, history lesson, White Knight, on this. I think sometime back, and probably in the 90s, we did have Mattel manufacture.
yeah,
I know action figures for sure in India. I
yeah.
think Chennai had. Did they also manufacture Hot Wheels back then? Would you know?
They probably did because that time we didn't have the restrictions of trade what we have today. I wouldn't want to get into politics, but then you know how the current economic scenario is, and everybody just wants to stop anybody from coming in their country doing business, and all the countries are trying to be self-sufficient, which probably doesn't work that way. Because if you are good at making corn, I am good at making Hot Wheels, and we can do a barter. And I eat for a year, and you get your Hot Wheels. So that's how usually trade system works in a very basic sense of way. And if we start having these restrictions, things are going to go from bad to worse, is what I feel personally. I might be wrong. But yeah, let's hope for the best and carry on.
Perfect. So offside, outside the comment section, we're getting a couple of messages from our dear and most, and there's a comment made for you, White Knight, that you're the cutest of us all, and I agree. I don't know if you heard that. You're the cutest of us all, apparently.
Yes, that's so. I have not seen that comment, and I would like to meet that person.
So I think something for you to go back to your mom and say that मम्मी आज मेरे को compliment मिला. So yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. He
Thank you
definitely
so
is
much for whoever made that comment.
the cuteness comes out when you've got the bluff master hat on and
Uh-huh.
you're down a few old monks. I think essentially somewhere me and Mr. Baskey needs to get back to the game and probably get that command in the future days. But
Yeah, yeah. The
yeah, I
moment you
mean,
take off your mask, you will be in those comments. It will be you. But
uh,
huh. And
okay, so
Baski, since he
people,
just got his beard trimmed, he looks very cute right now.
it's
If
okay.
nobody's gonna say it, I'm gonna say it.
It's all right. It's all right. I think between friends, me
Yeah,
and Janice, it's okay. If we
we
have,
still friends.
if I'm the Batman, you're the Superman. It's okay. We have our days. I know where to pinch you to get you going, and you know
So
where to
Baski is
punch
what,
me.
Shakti man?
I am Shaktiman.
He do fuck 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 fuck.
We I am not. I am not sure. I am not sure if. Okay, we've got somebody. Huh, okay. I'm not sure if Mrs. Pasky would be very legible to that comment, but okay. But thank you so much, guys, and it was lovely. Unless you guys have something, this the live was powered by StreamYard, one of our partners, although not from an economic perspective, but StreamYard powered this live, and we will be using the software on the coming days. And again, thank you so much, and thanks for joining us on our first podcast, first live, and let the crew assemble.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers, and Jayan. Bye bye.
Jai. Bye
Jai
bye.
Hind.